Well, hey guys, what's going on? It's Stef here. I hope you've been well. I know I have, and it's time for another relic hunting, metal detecting adventure. This week's episode is a very special one, and it's a really good way to come back from the holiday break. By the way, hope you guys all had a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I am very excited to start 2024 this way. You may or may not know, I don't know if I've alluded to this in other videos or not, I frankly can't remember, but I managed to find a virgin cellar from the 1700s. That's like finding a unicorn up here in Connecticut. I have found dozens and dozens and dozens of buttons here. I've completely lost count. I may have hit 100 by now. I don't really know. Several copper coins have come out of here, really early relics, some of which date back to the late 1600s, and so much more. Believe me when I say, what you are about to watch is just the tip of the iceberg. I have managed to film several episodes here, and I'm so excited to share those with you. Starting with this one right now. Pretty shallow 2930 signal right here, but it looks pretty good. Let's see what that is. Glad I filmed that signal. I almost didn't because I'm so close to the road and figured it might be trash, but a little piece of porcelain came out. And then I saw this little thing. So I'm assuming, if I can get this in the light, it's got to be a button of some kind. Huh. Yeah, I can feel the shank. Let me brush that off and see if there's anything on there. I'll be right back. Okay, the front appears to be plain. And we have a little back mark. Let's see if I can get this oriented right. Probably not, but I think it says London. So, early 1800s. That lines up for the site I'm at. We'll keep moving. Got a really beautiful target right here. Doesn't get to look much better than that on the 2D screen, so we'll dig that up for sure. Yep, sure enough. Another shallow button, at least I'm assuming it's a button. Yeah, I just saw the shank. Just saw it. And can't tell if it's broken or not. Nothing on the front, I don't think. So we're not going to spend too much time on this find. We're going to keep moving. Really beautiful signal right here. Let's check it out. Well, 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 well. I picked it up for a second. It's definitely a copper. Jeez. Oh, what do we have? Are we going to have a slick? That's been happening to me recently. Hope the other side has details. I really hope. It's got something, maybe. I don't know. Let me let this dry up and then I'll get back to you, but that's awesome. You know, that makes my day every day. Survey says it's a slick for now, and I don't want to spend too much time cleaning it up out here in the field. I really can't see it yet. Beeps a 73 out of the hole, and that was beeping like in the 50s when it was in the ground, so I'll recheck the hole, see if there's anything else there. It's probably just iron, but yeah, I'll take that all day, every day. Awesome. Okay, so the copper came out right there, about 10 feet away. I got kind of a messy sounding, like 40s something signal. Not the cleanest signal, but I'm certainly going to dig it. Well, there you have it. Makes total sense. We have a nice musket ball that I am sure was mixed with some iron. Why am I not focused? Stand by. There we go. Oh, wow, you can see where it was in the cast. That's really cool. This was probably dropped. I don't think it was ever fired. Awesome. Here's a nice, loud, and proud one. let's take a look. Okay, so the reason the ground is so torn up is I thought I was hearing a signal over here, like 8 inches down. That's what I was filming. And then I got a double tappy, low 50s here, just flung it out. It's going to be a dandy button with the shank. Is today going to be my lucky day for GW number 2? That'd be amazing. That would be amazing. I don't think that's going to happen. But we'll see if there's a design on this anyway and come back. Okay, well, I just scraped it off with my fingernail, but first, if I can get this in the light right. Not really. There's some gilding that's left over on the back. And the front, absolutely nothing, at least that I can see right now. I'll try a brass brush when I get home and see if there's anything on there for a pattern, but otherwise, that's just a fantastic late 1700s coat button, and I love it. Pretty good signal right here. Let's get that one out of the ground. As you may have guessed, another musket ball. Gotta love it. Alrighty then, we'll keep going. This really sounds like a coin. Let's find out. God, that sounded so much like a coin. This is almost cruel. But it is another artifact. Looks like another button. Or maybe it is a coin. Is it? No, that's a shank, I think. I think. Yeah, it's just a really thick button. Wow. Oh, that got me pretty good. That got me good. Yep, you can see a back mark coming through, so that'll be probably early 1800s. These buttons are coming out kind of crappy because near this little spring right here. So lowland and relics don't mix. But it's still another good 200-year-old relic, so I'll gladly take it. Not a fantastic signal, but we're still going to take a look at it. It's repeatable and it's deep, so we're going in. Oh, I wish I filmed this signal. Right there is where I filmed that 30-something. It was half of a musket ball. I thought you guys might be tired of seeing those. Came over here, the trace looked a little nicer. It was about 8 inches deep. Same signal. And actually, I don't know what that is. Maybe that's a pendant of some kind. Oh, wait a minute. Are these part of spectacles? I'm going to lose my mind if they are. No, nothing looks broken right there. Whatever this is, I've never found one, so let me get back to you. Okay, this might be inconclusive for now, I don't know. This looks like it was some kind of hinge. And it's definitely not broken on this end. That's why my mind went to spectacles. But that's actually, that's pretty small. I don't know. I'll keep beeping around this area, see if I can find any more clues. But if I don't have something on the screen, let me know. Well, this is a low conductor, but it's either shallow or on the larger size of banging signal. Let's check it out. Well, I'm sure glad I filmed that signal, and I am really lucky I didn't bust off the shank. I have a tomback button down here. It'd be really great if it had a pattern on it, wouldn't it? And I do not think so. But wow. I'm going to pack that safely away because I've got a really good aptitude snapping off the shank. Oh, wait a minute. Is that a drilled shank? I think it is. That's going to be nice and early. Let me, I'm going to brush or spray that off and come back. That's cool. Well, there you go. Still nothing coming through on the front, so that's just going to be plain. Those are just ancient scratches. But the back, for me, is the real treat. You can even see the file marks. That is so cool. This is just a single piece button. Actually, I can't remember if those were soldered on or not, the drilled shanks. But this is firmly, I would say, mid-1700s. That's a great find. Well, this could easily be another button. Let's get in there. Yep. Every bit of 8 inches deep. I just got it out over here. We have a wee button. It'd be really cool if one of these actually had something on it, wouldn't it? They never really seem to. It's all crated up, and I really don't want to break off the shank, so we'll leave that be for now. If something comes through, I'll certainly let you know. I really wish I filmed this. It's so sweet. Rang up like a 22. Traced kind of weird. But look, right there. That teeny tiny thimble. That's going to be from the 1700s, maybe early 1800s. And this just goes to show that children really pitched in, you know, when it came to doing household chores back then, because that is so tiny. That is so cool. I love little stuff like that. Beauty. Okay, pretty nice target here in the mid-50s. Let's get that out of the ground. And it is a musket ball that's been smashed to all hell. Oh, wow, that hit something very directly. Anyway, okay, we'll keep going. God, this was so shallow and so close to the road, I didn't even film it. Maybe a 17-ish signal. Out pops this big old button. Gotta be a Tomback. Ringing up that low. Oh, man. It's seen better days. I don't think that's even gonna shine up. Maybe. I don't know. Some of these come out pretty corroded. Due to that little blob under the shank, I think that's about late 1700s. So, cool. Hopefully it'll clean up a little bit. We shall see. Okay, I especially want to film this target because it's a really good example of something non-ferrous and ferrous in the hull. Take a look at the screen. You can see all those iron nails at the top and a low conductor mixed in. Anyway, just wanted to show you that. It's an ugly sounding signal, but that's because there's iron in the hole. It's not an exciting find. I just wanted to follow up on my previous clip to show you that I was correct. About 8 inches down, I pulled a big hunk of iron, some kind of iron, followed by a plop of lead. So sure as anything, the 2D screen was correct. So even though it's not a good find, there's kind of a big piece of iron to be right up against it. So anyway, ever the more pleased with my machine. We'll keep moving. This doesn't look great, but it's a repeatable signal, and I'm just kind of curious. Let's check it out. Just filming this one for the sake of interest. It was actually iron or steel, I'm not really sure. It looks like iron to me. Just a bizarre little thing. Well, not very little, actually. That is hollow on the other side as well. Hey. That did a whole lot of nothing, but anyway. That side does mirror this side. That looks maybe broken, I don't know. Interesting. Okay, similar numbers on this one, but you'll notice the trace is different and it's cleaner sounding. Looks non-ferrous to me. Oh my god, this one scared me. Just saw that in the hole. Had it oriented differently before. It looked like a kettle point for a brief moment. That's a brass arrowhead if you're new to my channel. Probably kettle scrap. Oh well, better luck next time. Okay, I actually rechecked the hole. I re-swung it. I got it like a 31 signal. And I pulled this out. So I've got two pieces of whatever this is. This actually does not go together, even though it looks like it does. I mean, at least it does not connect right here. Oh, maybe actually. I do not know. Beautiful signal right here. Hopefully it's something awesome. Okay, I haven't even touched it yet, so I don't know if it's a button or a coin. I just saw that. It was beeping in the low 70s the more I swung over it. That's a coin. That's a coin. Oh, my headphones are stuck to these briars. Oh boy. Okay. And we have a Woods Hibernia. What is it with these coins and me? I find these all the time. Anyway, in case you can't see like what I'm looking at, there's Britannia, there's a harp. The date will be up here. It's probably 1723. These were 1722 to 1724 from Ireland. And, oh wow. That bust looks really weird, actually. Huh. Well, I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. That's awesome. Solidly 300 years old. Beautiful. All right, let me brush this off. I'll come back. That's very exciting. Okay, I'm not going to do too much else to it out in here in the field because it's weird. The edges are like chipping to bits. But that's a beautiful, clear image of King George I. The back is still really caked up. I can't quite make out the date yet. But like you said, you know, these are 1722 to 1724. Usually they're 1723. I think that's the only date I've ever found. But no doubt about it, that is a really beautiful obverse. You can see every line in his hair. That is a beautiful coin. I am very pleased with that. Okay, so I haven't even filled up the hole where the Woods Hibernia was. Got a signal right next to the hole. It's getting tough to see my screen, but that was tracing basically on the center line and dragging down, so maybe it's a button, maybe it's a gold coin. That'd be great. Okay, this is pretty cool. It is not a button, and it's not a gold coin, unfortunately. I picked this up for a second, and you can see, hopefully there, this is part of a rat tail spoon bowl. Okay, this would date somewhere between the late 1600s and early 1700s. It's a shame the whole thing's not intact. I've never seen one that has ornamentation around the rat tail. That is cool. Well, we'll keep what's left of that. It's pretty neat, and that's probably the exact same age as the Woods Hibernia. Fits right in line with that. Again, the woods was right there. This is right there. It's kind of cool to connect those two pieces of history. Somebody could have been eating their lunch here and had to skedaddle really fast for some reason, left their spoon and their halfpenny behind. You gotta love it. Okay, I'm right on the edge of the cellar hole. $10 tells me you can't even see a depression there. That's why it took me some research to actually find out where it was exactly, and that's why this place isn't completely obliterated. Anyway, I got like a mid to high 20 signal somewhere in here. let's see what it is. Well, if you couldn't tell, the flashlight's on. It's getting to be that time. I dug at least 10 nails out of this hole. It's only like 4 inches deep over there. Just got out my non-ferrous target, which is... Does that have something on it? For once? Huh. I don't know. Appears to be a tomback button now. I saw the shine. I saw the shine. Anyway, if there's something on here, I'll come back for sure. But my face is starting to freeze, and we need to get out of here, so we'll see what happens. So I would say, given the number of targets at that site, and the fact that there were actually some coins left behind, I smell a virgin cellar. And as I said in the beginning of the video, I later confirmed this on subsequent hunts at the same site when it kept producing and producing and producing. There is so much footage from this place. I am so excited to share it with you, and I will either put up a video from this site next week, or I might put up a field hunting video. We'll see what happens. I have a lot of footage in the bank that I'm really stoked to share with you. But as for today's video, that's going to wrap it up. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did and haven't already done so, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss a thing in the future. Your support means a lot to me, and it helps this channel thrive and grow. So with that, I'm going to get out of here. Hope you guys, again, had wonderful holidays, and I hope that if you don't have any snow, unlike myself, you're still able to get out and dig. So take it easy, everybody, and we will see you next week.